Hello, everyone, and welcome back to United States English, the podcast where we help you learn English through simple, real life conversations. I'm Emily.
And I'm Adam. Hello, everyone. We're really happy to have you with us today.
Adam, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you, Emily. It's a nice day and I'm feeling relaxed. How about you?
I'm good too, thank you. I'm feeling quite positive and ready for today's conversation.
That's great to hear. So, Emily, what are we talking about today?
Today, Adam, our topic is school. We're going to talk about school life, favorite and least favorite subjects, and something very important called qualifications.
That's a great topic because everyone has been to school or is still at school.
Exactly. And it's a very common topic in everyday conversations, so it's really useful for English learners.
Before we start talking about school life, Emily, can you explain the word qualification?
Of course, a qualification is an official record or certificate that shows you have successfully completed an exam, a course, or some training.
So, it's proof that you have learned something.
Yes, exactly. For example, if you study English and pass an English exam, you receive an English qualification. This qualification can help you get a job or study further.
That makes sense. Qualifications are very important in education and work.
They really are. So, Adam, let me ask you a question. What qualifications did you get at school?
Well, I went to school in the UK, so I took the usual exams. First, I did GCSEs, which students normally take around the age of 16. After that, I did A-levels.
And then you went to university?
Yes, I did. I studied at university and got a degree. How about you, Emily?
My experience was very similar. I also went to school in the UK and did GCSEs and A-levels. After that, I went to university and completed my degree.
So, we both followed a similar education system.
Yes, we did. Now let's talk about something more personal. Adam, did you like school?
Yes, I did like school overall. Of course, there were some days when I didn't want to go, especially when we had exams or lots of homework.
That's very normal.
But I really enjoyed being with my friends. School wasn't just about lessons, it was also about spending time with people my age.
I feel the same way. Friends make school life much more enjoyable. I also found many subjects quite interesting.
Which subjects did you enjoy the most, Emily?
My favorite subject was English. I loved reading stories, learning new words, and writing essays.
That's not surprising, considering your job now.
Exactly. English has always been important to me. But I also enjoyed a practical subject called textiles.
Textiles? What did you do in that class?
Textiles was about making clothes and working with different materials. We learned how to design and sew things.
That sounds very creative.
It was. I actually made a hat once.
Do you still have that hat?
No, I don't. And honestly, it wasn't a very good hat. But I enjoyed making it, and that's what mattered.
That's a great attitude. Now, Emily, what was your least favorite subject?
Actually, I didn't really hate any subject. Some subjects were harder than others, but I didn't strongly dislike any of them.
That's interesting because for me, it's very easy to answer that question.
Let me guess. Maths?
Yes, maths was definitely my least favorite subject. I really hated it.
Why didn't you like maths?
Because I was really bad at it. I found it very difficult, and when you don't understand something, it's hard to enjoy it.
That's true. When something feels too difficult, it can be very frustrating.
Exactly. I didn't feel confident in math, so I didn't enjoy it.
I actually quite liked maths. I wasn't amazing at it, but I didn't hate it either.
So, Emily, it sounds like you were good at most subjects and worked hard at school.
Maybe. I did enjoy learning, and I tried my best.
That brings us to an interesting word, nerd. Emily, do you think you were a nerd at school?
Well, first let's explain the word. A nerd is an informal word for someone who is very good at school and enjoys studying.
Sometimes it's used as a joke.
Yes. So, was I a nerd? Maybe a little. I worked hard and cared about my grades.
Do you have a nerdy story?
I do, actually. Once my friend and I asked our teacher why we didn't get full marks for a presentation.
That does sound nerdy.
The teacher looked again and said, "All right, I'll give you full marks." That was probably a very nerdy moment.
Definitely, but it also shows that you cared about your work.
That's true. Now, Adam, let's review some of the useful vocabulary from today's conversation.
Good idea. First, we talked about qualification.
Yes, a qualification is a record or certificate that shows you have completed an exam or course successfully.
We also used words like quite, very, and really.
Exactly. Quite usually means a little. For example, I quite like maths means you like it a little.
And very and really both mean a lot. For example, I really like history means you like it a lot.
We also explained the word nerd, which is an informal word for someone who is very good at school.
So today we talked about school life, subjects, qualifications, and useful language to describe your feelings.
Now it's your turn. Think about your own school experience. What was your favorite subject? What did you dislike? Did you enjoy school?
Talking about these questions is great practice for your English.
Remember, you can find more conversations, lessons, and stories on our website.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye for now.
Goodbye.